Oh my life. Is this even working? Bro, I'm so confused. Am I even audible right now, y'all? Oh my life. Okay. Can anyone hear me? Ah, right, okay. Useful. Good to know. Okay, that's really annoying. That needs to stop right now. Okay, right. Okay, right. Hello. I think I managed to figure out how to rotate my phone in the orientation that it needs to be. So, today I'm going to be coloring in this little guy that I sketched yesterday. And this is it's like the cover of a comic that I'm working on at the moment. I'll show you how much I've done so far. I've not done very much at all, to be honest. This is what it looks like at the moment. So, yeah. And then this, I'm just going to stick it on the front like that. And I'm doing it with colored pencils, and I'm potentially going to be doing some, like giving you some tips on how to do that if anyone's interested. And hopefully we'll get like a bunch more people joining at some point when people have realized what is going on, when all my many millions of subscribers have found out that there's a live stream happening, then hopefully more will arrive. So this is probably going to take me a really, really long time because I work very slowly. So I'm maybe just going to do these little characters on the stream today, and then maybe I'll finish it in like a reel or something, and I'll post that later. But yeah, I don't really want to be sat here for like 3 hours, and I don't think anyone else does either. So, you know, here we are. And I've got all my pencils ready for all my different, all the different characters. And I'm just rubbing it out now so that, because it doesn't have any line art on it because of the style that I'm doing. I'm just making sure that you can't see any of the gray underneath. So we're doing the coloring. So I've figured out all the colors. I've got a little, I made this the other day, like really terrible little drawings of all of the characters. And then I made this, which is like better versions of just these two, which as you can see are these two here. And so I wrote down all the colors. So I know what I'm doing, except for this guy. I didn't actually draw him properly yet. So he's kind of an enigma to the world. And yeah, I don't know. That might go terribly wrong. I should probably have planned him out before I started, you know, doing him, but whatever. This guy, though, I've drawn him a bunch of times because he's like the main character, so he's kind of the important one. And I will tell you a little bit about the story. I'm not gonna, you know, give it all away because I do plan on at least like photographing it and releasing it as a webcomic potentially. But also maybe I'll make like a little video version of it and maybe get some people to do voiceovers of all the different characters and put that on YouTube. If anyone's interested in that, potentially that's something that we could do. I think I'm gonna leave the picture of him like just open in front of me. I don't know if you can see that or if that's gonna get in the way, but I'm just gonna leave that there so that I can see where all his different shadings meant to go. Because I want to try and keep him the same throughout the whole book, so, you know, he actually looks like the same character and not like he's just transformed every couple panels into a different guy, because that's what I always struggled with, because I've made like a bunch of different, or started making at least a bunch of different comics before in my time, and I always struggled making the characters look the same consistently, and then they just look like completely different people. And it'd be like, oh yes, no one is allowed to have the same hair color because you will just think that they're the same person, because that's the only thing that's, you know, differentiating these characters. But yeah, so this covers a bit. I don't know if it's going to really work as a kind of composition, because the kind of aesthetic of the characters is very different from the aesthetic of the background, which is quite steampunky. But it's kind of a weird concept for a comic, but that these little critters that live together in this village, right? And it's kind of like, you know how in Zootropolis or Zootopia, if you're like American or whatever, I think they call it different over there. All the animals like live together in harmony and they have this like beautiful civilization. Well, this is kind of like that, except they I mean they live in harmony, but they also eat each other and they just sort of pretend like it's fine. So the whole like hook of the comic is that it looks really like sweet, but it's actually a little bit sadistic and a little bit sinister. So that's what that's about. And this is the main character, obviously, because he's in the middle. And his name is Thule, and he's a bunny rabbit, as you can probably tell. And most of the other characters are like carnivorous, but they're still friends with him. And I've not completely figured out the whole of the plot yet, but I've kind of got somewhat of an idea, and it involves the big, like clock-looking thing that's behind them. Right, okay. I'm doing the fur, as you can tell. Give him a little bit of a blush on his little rosy cheeks. But yeah, so when it says book 1 at the bottom, I'm potentially gonna do, I don't know how long, it will last for as long as I can be bothered to make it last for. I often start something and then don't really want to do it anymore. But I was thinking of doing like monthly, releasing like a little chapter of it, and when it says book 1, it actually probably just should say chapter 1, because it's not going to be very long. It's only going to be sort of 22 pages, I think, A5 pages. Yeah. And it'll just sort of continue. So I was trying to do some research about how to write kind of episodic narratives, because you probably know I've written a book, because I've talked about that a lot on the channel. I've written a lot of different stuff before, but never kind of written in installments like this, because you've got to not only keep in mind the overall arching of the plot, but you've also, just going to sharpen my pencil. It makes a really nasty noise. Okay. Excellent. You've not only got to consider the overarching plot of the like the narrative of the book, and you also have to think about the plot of the specific like episode, and so it's kind of difficult to orchestrate them simultaneously, but you know, we'll see. And I think I'm managing it so far, but like I said, I've not even kind of got the whole plot of the whole thing, and I've kind of almost got the whole plot of this specific chapter. But yeah, not quite. I've been planning it out in like just on scrap paper in my folder, and that's kind of working. We'll see. This might be like the only content you ever see about this project, because I could just give up, but you know, I'll try not to. Okay, how are we looking tonally? I think we need a little bit more tone. Yeah, not very high contrast is this fella at the moment, but we know we'll manage. So, in terms of advice about coloring in, because that's kind of the clickbait of this video, it's always important to layer your colors really slowly so that you don't overshade it and get it wrong. Like I've kind of just done now. See, now it's too dark. Oh well. Let me get the other color. And you can always, I guess you can always rub it out. Sometimes I do that when I make it too dark. But you don't want it to be too low contrast because that would just look silly. Okay. Don't want to make the blush like too intense because rabbits in real life don't really actually like blush that much. I mean, they don't blush at all because they're furry. Okay, excellent. How long have we been going for now? 10 minutes? Mate, oh my god. That's tragic. I've spent 10 minutes doing half a face and just sort of waffling about nonsense. Oh well. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to finish the whole thing. I might, I don't know, we'll see how long it takes me to do just this guy. And then if it takes me forever, then maybe I'll just do one other and then not him, because I don't even know what color he's meant to be yet. Okay. I didn't note down what color like the shading on his eyes was meant to be. Oh well. Okay, that kind of works all my life. Nice. Right, yeah. Whenever I do eyes, I like to do like one, if I'm doing like simple eyes like this, I'll do one color, then I'll just use a darker color just to do the outline and then shade it at the top a bit. And that makes it look almost slightly realistic, which obviously it's not because it's like a cartoony style, but you know, whatever. And yeah, I'm just going to use the same color as his fur, but just like apply a lighter pressure to do his little facial, his little nose pads. There we go. It's kind of working. It's kind of working. Okay, where's the black? It's here. All my black pencils are so ridiculously tiny because I use them a lot, and so obviously I need to sharpen them a lot, and that just makes them tiny. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I was going to say, the outfit for Thule, not that anyone would kind of get this reference, but it's the same exact outfit, other than the hat, but it's the same exact, like, dungarees as another character that I've got, called Opal, who, did I even... Yeah, I did. I mentioned him in, like, one video for, like, 10 seconds in that, like, big video that was all my different characters. That was not that long ago, I don't think. I talked about Opal in that, but I never actually... I was going to make a whole series about Opal. I was going to do an audiobook, with, like, illustrations and stuff. And I did the first chapter, and I could have made the, audiobook of it. However, I just did the recording, and I just felt really silly doing all the voices of all the silly characters, because it's kind of like a children's book, sort of. The target audience is quite young, so it's got lots of really stupid characters in it. And I just felt really self-conscious doing all their voices, because there's like one of the characters in the first chapter is like an elderly shrew lady. And I don't know, talking like an elderly shrew, I just felt like I was exposing myself a little bit. So I don't really want to publish that. But I don't know, maybe I'll do a little sketchbook tour of the book that I was doing it in, because it's got quite a lot of illustrations in it that I'm pretty proud of, that I quite like. And even though there is no one watching right now, I'm going to continue talking because I plan on like just releasing this afterwards, just as like a normal video for people to watch. And I don't want it to be disengaging. I am going to have a drink quickly just while no one's here. Right, hello. I didn't have the chat open. I did not see people were messaging. Hello, everyone. Hello, Jack. If you're still here. Nice to see you. Where was I? Right, I've had my drink and now I will resume. Okay, I think I'll finish doing his skin color because there's like, I say skin, his fur color because there's not that much left of that to do. I found his hands were like super, not, they were just kind of, they looked really creepy because I'll show you, he's got like actual hands in, oh, this was a thumbnail that I did for like a practice little one that I did to plan out what it was going to look like. He's got like actual hands with fingers on, but then when I drew him like that in this, he just looks really like unsettling and wrong. So I just gave him kind of mitten hands, sort of. So he's got like a thumb that's evident, and then everything else is kind of mushed together in like a glove shape. But yeah. He kind of needs to have fingers though, so he can like participate in the narrative and make stuff happen and grab stuff. I feel like that was a really unintelligent thing to say. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Okay, we're nearly there. And then we can finally move on to using a different set of colors. I know it's been really riveting for everyone to watch me use brown for 15 minutes, but I'm afraid we will have to move on at some point. Nearly there. Right, okay. So the pencils I'm using, I don't know what brand these specific ones are, but these ones are really good. And I've had them for like a really long time, like at least 2 years. So I can't remember exactly what they are, but for most of the browns, I'm using these Crayola ones. So that's quite a accessible brand for most people. And they are, I think it's called like Colors of the World or something, and it's meant to be like different skin tones and stuff. And I find it really useful for skin tones, but also for fur, because like fur's brown a lot of the time. Oh, I feel like I've messed that up. That looks really stupid. Oh my life. There we go. Epic. That kind of worked. Okay, you can just have a little bit of extra shading on his thighs, I guess. Okay, right, and now I'm actually really pleased with that. I think he looks really cute. Right, is everything nicely in the frame? I feel like, hang on, I feel like you can't even really see it very nicely on the actual stream. For some reason, like the camera quality is a bit rubbish. Hang on, can I, whoa. Is that better? That looks better to me. I think that's better. Okay, guys, we're gonna be mega zoomed in for a hot minute now. The quality's so rubbish. Oh my life. My camera's like, I mean, my phone even. It's got a really good camera on it, but it doesn't like it doesn't really. It's not working right now for some reason. I think the YouTube like system or whatever is just kind of messing it up a bit. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if that's any better. I mean, you can at least see now. Before it was kind of a white blur, and I hadn't really realized. I don't know. Maybe this is. I mean, it's terrible, but it's nicer than what it was before because at least you can see like the colors and stuff. So yeah, now you can see it's actually quite cute, and it's not as, it looks really kind of harsh and graphic, but the shading's actually a lot softer in real life. Just letting you all know, I do actually know what I'm doing today. So this color is called Sky Blue, and this is also the color I use for Opal, who I mentioned just now. And I gave this guy a hat, and in his original design, his ears went like through his hat, but I don't know, I felt like that was a bit scientifically improbable, so they go down, and I think it looks cuter having them floppier anyway. And I don't know, maybe when he's like excited or surprised or whatever, they'll pop up. But I don't know, I kind of ignored, because they all have ears, but they also all have hats. Their heads looked really naked without hats, because I wasn't going to give them hair. I feel like that would look really silly. But at the same time, I feel like they should have something exciting going on their head. So yeah, that's what the hat's for. And I gave them little berets, mostly. These two have little berets. I don't know why, I just feel like they're quite cute as hats. And this one's got kind of like a hunting cap, kind of. I don't know. I swear hunting caps are like big furry ones. I don't know. I don't know my hats. I'm not a hat enthusiast, unfortunately. also got like little frilly lacy bits coming out from under it as well. I had a lot of fun coming up with these designs. They're interesting. I mean, I liked, like, if you're ever doing character design, I think doing like rubbish ones like this first is really good. If I'd like stuck with that, it would have looked really silly, but then you'd like do it again and it looks way nicer. And like, yeah, I don't know. That's just a little nugget of advice, is to like do it a couple times until you get what you really like, which is why I'm worried about this guy, because I've only done him properly once. And I don't know, I probably should have been a little bit more involved before going live and coloring him, but whatever. I'm pretty confident with how Thule's design is, because as I've said, I've drawn him like excessively. Oh, my life. Okay, there we go. That's way too dark, I think. This is like quite a good rubber because it just sort of lifts up some of the, like, it keeps all of the, like, the tonal variation, but it just lifts up some of the pigment a bit. Okay, and I'm just gonna use like a normal gray pencil, I think, just to make the little frilly bits slightly more defined. There you go. Yay, right, okay. And next, I might just do his flowers while I'm on his head, instead of like continuing with the blue and going down. What did I use to line the flowers? I didn't even line the flowers. Oh, my life. I feel like they need a liner though, because otherwise they kind of disappear. I think I'll use this one. Oh no. We're going off script, guys. We're taking some risks here. Outlining flowers, risky business. Okay. All right, deep breath, everyone. I know it's kind of stressful. Oh, my life. I managed to like wander into the corner. I'm coming back, sorry. I've got the stream open on my laptop and I'm just glancing every now and then to see how things are going. And yeah, that's why I might not notice if the filming's a bit rubbish. I'm hoping that my audio is okay, because I turned it off because at the beginning it was like echoing, like I could hear it coming back to me like a couple seconds after, and it was really annoying, and I didn't want you guys to have to hear that, so I turned it off. So hopefully you can hear me and I'm not literally just talking to nothing. I'm just going to turn it on just for a second, just to check, because now I've worried myself a little bit. Okay, no, you can hear me, it's fine. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, right, I'm actually pretty pleased with that flower outline situation. I'm going to do it again over here. Epic. Okay, it probably needs some pollen or something in the middle. I'll probably do that. Right, okay. Now we're cooking. I hate that. I don't think that's even meant to be in my vocabulary. I don't think I'm the target audience for cooking. I don't know. I'm talking nonsense now. I don't even know where I am. Okay, no. Incorrect. That was not the right color to use. Oh, my life. Do you even colors, bro? Okay, here we go. I've got a proper yellow now. I'm gonna move it this way slightly. There we go. That's a little bit more in the center. Okay. That was not the right choice. Okay. The is kind of not that great, but it's fine. Okay, who's next? I think actually he needs a bit of his fur under here, because I don't know, that's like where his skin is, I think. Yeah, okay, good. And then a bit of shading. Nice. Okay. How long has it been now? Okay, 25 minutes. Okay. I didn't realize how slow I was going to be. This is kind of embarrassing. Okay. I wanted to kind of be done with this specific guy by 1:30 so that I could finish that one within the hour, but whatever. Okay, I don't need to shade the bow because it's just, I don't know, it's just this color. It doesn't really need any other colors. Okay, epic. Is that the right color? Yeah, no, it is. It's fine. I thought I was using teal for a second, and that would have been a complete disaster. Okay. I don't know if I'll do any more live streams, to be honest. I am enjoying this. It's quite interesting. I'm just a bit upset by the lack of video quality. I don't know, maybe it's better on mobile devices and it just looks kind of bad because I've got it on my laptop and yeah, all my life. Yeah, when you put it full screen, it looks really silly. Okay, that's fine. It's just really grainy, but it's fine. And I don't know, I just sort of thought that because I didn't have time to make a video this week because I was sick for a bit the other week and I kind of got a bit behind with my schoolwork because of that. So I had quite a lot of catching up on like homework and things. And so, yeah, making the YouTube video for this week wasn't the priority. And so I thought I'd just do it for like an hour or so, just live, because then I don't have to edit it or anything. But yeah, I don't know. There we go. Flower number 3. Epic. Okay, the lead wants to come out of this pencil, but I'm not going to let it because I don't want to sharpen it. I'm just going to keep going and pretend that it's fine. Ugh, this flower didn't turn out so nice. Okay. Okay, bro. Just going to be ugly. That's fine. Okay, that's kind of better. Right, okay. Where were we? Got sidetracked. I was meant to be colouring in all his blue. His little dungarees. And he's such an awkward shape because from the front, he looks really cute and he's really easy to draw. But then from literally any other angle, like it took me so long to draw this sketch here because like his head is massive and his bum's quite big as well. And his arms are tiny and his legs are tiny. So it's difficult to make him look like he's proportionally correct when he just anatomically isn't proportionally correct anyway. But you know, it is what it is, and we are pushing through. No, that's still not. I don't know. I don't know how dark I should shade it for the base color. That's probably okay. Nice. I think I probably will have time to draw that one as well because he's a little bit smaller. I mean, his outfit's slightly more complicated, but I don't know. I'll probably get that one done as well. I'd like to get that one done as well, just so that the video isn't just me making one guy. Yeah, I need to get a bit quicker, but at least now you can see how long it actually takes me to make something, and like I'll put out a 4-minute video or 6 minutes or whatever, and then someone will be like, oh, this is taking too long. I'm gonna leave because my like average watch time is like a minute on like every video, but whatever. I'm not bitter about that. But it actually takes me like 6 hours sometimes just to film for one video. And that's why I had to do a live stream this week because I knew it would take me literally forever if I wanted to finish this whole thing and then edit it together for one video. There we go. It's kind of working. Yeah. Okay, whatever. That's looking good. There we go. We've got a nice blend going over here. That's why I like these pencils, because they blend really nicely. I just wish I could remember what they were called. I feel I've got this weird instinct that they were called like Mountain Peak pencils or something like that. Like they had some sort of nature induced name or something, or I don't know. I literally don't know. I don't even have the packet for it anymore because I've had them for so long. Right, that's his little pouch, and I need to do the stitching on his little pouch. There you go. Nice, we've nearly finished this specific one character. Okay, I'm just using a normal like graphite pencil that's very sharp to do his shirt, because as you can see in his little design, his shirt is just plain white. So I'll do like a little bit of shading on it, but I don't want to make it look like it's grey, because I do accidentally do that quite a lot of the time when I'm shading white stuff. That's something I need to get a bit better at. Especially hair, like my character Silver from my book that I wrote, who I've probably talked about before. She's got white hair, and she always looks like she's got grey hair whenever I draw her, which isn't great because it makes her look like she's an old lady when she's actually only like 13 or something. I mean, like physically she's 13, but she's like a ghost, so she's actually like hundreds of years old, but whatever. You know what I mean. So I'm probably going to do a video sort of recently, maybe not next weekend, but the weekend after maybe, of like doing the inside of the comic, of maybe of coloring in this page, or maybe the next like double page. We'll see. I'll probably have to do just one page as opposed to a double page, because it just takes me so long. To do even just one panel takes me like 2 hours, so yeah, I'll probably just do one page. And I'll probably, next week's video will probably just be me doing my homework again. I've done a couple of videos, like, oh, that's too dark. Or is it? No, that's fine. I've done a couple of videos that is just me doing my art homework, because like it's something I have to do anyway, so I might as well record it for a video. Just getting a little bit tricky at the moment because we're doing the graphics unit at school, and so a lot of that is just sort of sticking bits of paper in our books and writing about it, and there isn't really a lot of actual drawing, which is frustrating because it's not very exciting, but whatever. And I've got the drawing project to do like for homework, so it'll probably end up being something from that. But again, a lot of that is like artist responses, and I don't really want to be like using someone else's work in a video, because that's kind of, it's not copyright, but it's almost copyright. It doesn't feel completely moral to do that, so maybe I won't. I mean, I've done that like a couple. I literally did complete copies of a bunch of different pieces before, so I actually don't know what I'm on about right now. Where's my blender? It's here. You can, if you don't have one of these, you can use like rolled up toilet roll, or tissue paper or something. It just makes like graphite specifically. I don't think it really works with colored pencils, but it makes graphite like blend and go smooth. Okay, how do I feel about that? Yeah, I feel like I made his little roll-ups a little bit too dark here. It's kind of not the same as in my original design. Here we go. Is that better? Now they just look dirty. That's fine. There you go. That's okay. That's better. And then he's got his little sockies, and then he's got his shoes. My life, we're on the shoes, finally. And he's got just pink and blue shoes. Yeah, maybe next time. I mean, I'd like to have done it a bit later in the day, the live stream, because I know like a proportion of my viewers are from America, and so it's like 7 or 8 o'clock in America right now, I'm pretty sure, like in the morning, and people don't really want to be watching YouTube at that time. Should I be using this color? Probably not. I just went off grid there, and I swear I just accidentally put another pencil back in. Yeah, I think I did. I've lost my brown. That's so annoying me. Oh wait, no, it's just it's fine. It's right here. I put it away, but it was like right on top, so it wasn't that difficult to find. What was I saying? Yeah, I would have liked to have done it at maybe like 5 o'clock in the afternoon because a lot of people are home at that point. And it's a bit later in the day for like America. It would be maybe 12 o'clock. So maybe I'd get a couple more people watching. I don't know. But yeah. And I might do it on like shorts or reels next time as well. Have it be like a vertical one that people scroll down to, because then people are more likely to like come across it. There you go. That's kind of cute. Where's my blender? Oh. Okay. Ugh, no, it just looks like he's got dirty socks. Come on, bro. Get your head in the game. Okay, I'm just gonna have a drink quickly because of all the talking's making my mouth dry. Right, where were we? Just finishing the last tiny little bit on his shoes. Okay, 36 minutes. That's not too bad, actually. I think I might be able to finish this one in an hour. I think we're going to leave Crofty for today. Partly because I've not actually planned out what his colours are yet. I took these ones out because these were like I know he's like brown and green and grey mainly, but I feel like I need to work on that a bit because Thule and Kaiko, who's that one, are really like innocent kind of cuddly colours, and I feel like dark green doesn't really fit that aesthetic very well. Okay, there we go. We finished him, and he looks a little bit rubbish on the camera on screen, but in real life I'm really happy with that, and it does look really nice. And I'll put a picture on my Instagram or something, or even just on YouTube and like a community post, so you can actually see that it is actually good and it isn't complete rubbish like it looks like. Okay, so we need this color for him. I think it was just pink. Oh no, and this color, and then all my other colors can go away. I might keep that one out because that's quite a handy one. Okay. This one then, I'll put him here. Just so I can see. Okay, so I think his main fur color is burnt orange, it looks like. And then his shading is, hang on. Which one's lighter? I think this one's lighter. Okay, so this one's his like main color. So I'll just, just starting again with the whole process of rubbing out his pencil lines. And he looks like a fox, but he's actually a corgi. And I feel like you can't really tell the difference between them when they're in like a stylized version like this. And he's got, like, I've given them all kind of like the appearance of maybe hair coming out from under their hats, just to like give them a little bit more on their face. And make them seem a little bit more humanoid as well. There we go. That's nice. And he's got these little heart things on his face, but I actually haven't been able to make... sorry, my pencil was rolling away. I haven't been able to make them work exactly how I want them to yet. I think I need like because the pink's quite a similar color to orange. Is that lighter? Yeah, so I need like a really, that's my pencil sharpener, it's noisy. I need like a paler pink to make them stand out from the orange of his fur. And what are these? I don't know. They're like, I don't know, little plastic stickers or something that he's put on his face because he's thinks he's special or whatever, I don't know. And then I'll outline them in this. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the lead broke on this one. It's wobbling. Okay, that's fine. That's slightly bigger than they're meant to be, but I think I'll manage. Oh, I'm alone again. That's fine. I'll just keep trucking on. Have a little sip. Well, no one's left me any likes. I'm gonna leave myself a like. There we go. Someone's looking out for me. I hope people... Oh, hang on. My guy wasn't even on the frame. He's meant to be there. Is he in the frame now? Potentially. No, he's not alive. Okay, there's like a slight delay on the stream, like from the moment I do it to the moment it like appears on the stream. There's like a little moment. I don't know how to arrange it so that I can see and you can see and everything's fine. I'll leave it like that. Even if you can't see, that's fine. Okay. I thought I'd have at least a couple more people watching. I thought I'd have at least like 3. I don't know. Lots of people said they would watch it, but they're not here, so, you know, I guess they're just busy. It's like slightly too dark on my life. That's better. Okay, and the other color in his ears is this one. Yeah, you actually can't see at all this drawing up here, but whatever. Just don't understand why the video quality is so rubbish. Because my phone's got a really good camera on it. I don't know why YouTube's made it like really bad all of a sudden. What do I need? What color? I don't know. I've not written it down. I need a different color for his shading. I'll just use this one, but push a bit harder. There we go. There we go. That kind of worked. Okay. Where was I? I just literally just like forgot where I was for a hot second there. Okay, I was doing his shading. There we go. Okay, sorry. I just had a little moment. Yeah. So he's a corgi, and his name is Kaiko, spelt like that. And they've all got, I don't know, they're all, oh, I forgot to say this. They're all based on my like main like characters from my other books. So I did like a vote on my YouTube page and on my Instagram, deciding what people wanted to see. And that's why I'm surprised like no one's here, because I got at least 10 votes, and you'd think that if you voted for something, you'd at least like arrive to like appreciate the thing that you voted for, but like whatever. That's quite funny. But the other option, it was either this or watch me draw my characters, Ace, Jake, Toby, and Jaden. And that's kind of who these guys are based off. This one's Jake. He didn't make it on the cover because he's not really in the first chapter that much. But he's definitely going to be one of the main characters in later chapters of the book. Or no, not really a book. And they're not really chapters. They're like episodes in a comic or, I don't know, whatever you'd like to call them. I'm going to make his hair, I'm going to go off script a bit again, this lighter color and see what that looks like. It's okay, it's not that bad. Okay, sorry, I just stopped talking again. I forgot where I was again. He's got kind of like mascara, I guess. So I guess I could put that in. I've got a nice sharp pencil, so it should be all right. People are always very confused about the genders of my characters. I was talking to someone on, I don't know, Thursday maybe, Wednesday, and I was drawing Thule in a different. Oh my life! What did I just do to his eyelashes? That's disgusting. Let's try and rub that out. They're really intense for no reason. Anyway, I was drawing Thule, and they were like sitting near me, and they were like, they just assumed that Thule was a girl, and they were like, "Oh, she's really cute." And I don't know, I just didn't say anything. I was like, "Yeah." Just let her believe, because it doesn't really matter, to be honest. They're not like it doesn't really matter if whatever gender you think they are, because it's not really important to the story or anything. I just like making cute little outfits, and cute little outfits tend to connote being like a girl, because boys just dress like they just wear this like it's like t-shirt and trousers or t-shirt and shorts, and like those are the only options. So that's why all of my boy characters look like girls, because I like to give them actually interesting outfits. What else do I need? I need brown for the bottom of the eye. There you go. There's not been a lot of coloring tips. I kind of told everyone there was going to be coloring tips, but you know, I'm a little bit fatigued, so the tips aren't really flowing as they usually are. Give him his little green eyes. I feel like I was... Oh my god, his eyes are really wonky. Why are his eyes so wonky? What happened there? How do I fix that? Like this? No. Okay. The sketch looked fine, but I colored the sketch exactly and it looks terrible. Okay, let's get a smaller rubber. There is no need for alarm, everyone. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, no, that's fine. It's fine. Just gonna rub the eye out a bit. Okay, so does his eye need to be here then? He's gonna look cross-eyed if I do that. Sorry, I got a bit aggressive for a moment there. I'll try and rein it back in. Does it need to be there? He still looks cross-eyed. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what's gone on here. I'm having a little eyeball conundrum. Maybe it just needs to be like that. Yeah, okay, that's better. Okay, I know what I need to do now. It was kind of correct already, but not, it was just a bit bad. Okay, here we go. No, that still looks wonky. Oh my life. This guy. He's just being deliberately disruptive now. Okay. That's kind of fine. That's almost correct, I think. Because I want to like color in the... See, it just looks wrong, doesn't it? Oh my life, we've got 3 people watching. There we go. Epic, hello. Thank you for watching my live stream. Okay, right. Is the eye better now? It's kind of okay. All my life, I don't want to put in the pupil until I know that it's perfectly perfect. Because otherwise, I don't know. It's almost right. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna come back to it later. Okay, I'm gonna color in his hat. It's a bit safer, bit of a safer option. Just to color in the hat. Here we go. I'm a bit technically inept, so it confused me that the chat goes downwards instead of upwards. So I was waiting for new messages at the top when actually they come out at the bottom. So I can just keep an eye on that a bit better now. Sorry. Right. Okay. Back to the drawing. So yeah, so Thule's outfit is mainly blue, and then Kaiko's is mainly pink, and I wanted to keep them kind of thematic like that for most of the characters. So this one, oh my god, what's his name? I think his name's Jakey, just spelled bad, just spelled really weirdly. He's gonna be mainly purple, and then he's gonna be mainly green. Which I was saying earlier that they were based on my yeah, I kind of just forgot about that conversation. I was saying earlier that they're based on my other like human characters. And then I never actually said who was based on who. But so Thule's Toby, and Kaiko is Ace, and those two always have like pink and blue are kind of their thematic colors anyway. I normally draw Ace in pink, and I normally draw Toby in blue. Where's my color? It's right here. Okay, I'm just being a bit blind. But normally Jake is green and Jaden is purple, and then Jakey's. Oh my god, purple. Sorry, I forgot the word for purple, even though I just said it. That's so embarrassing. So he's normally green, but now he's purple, and I kind of swapped them around. I don't know why, I just did. But I actually really like the design for Jakey's character. I should have colored them in. I did these ages ago, and I just forgot to color these two in. I don't really like Crofty yet. Crofty's Jaden's character. He's just kind of gross to look at. He's just got this really kind of like the waistcoat and the little chain. It just makes him look a bit like Mr. Burling, and it's like, no. Everyone else has such a cute little cozy outfit, and then his is just like really uncomfortable looking. I don't know, maybe I'll change it. Okay, right. I'm not very aware of, I'm just gonna show you again because I held it in a really bad place. There we go. That's the uncomfortable outfit that I was talking about, which, oh my god, you can literally see it there anyway. Sorry. Ugh. I'm not used to doing live streams, so that's why I'm being a little bit incompetent about the technology. Okay, I need that a little bit closer to me just so I can see it and copy it a bit better. Oh my god, the eyes are bugging me so bad. They're looking at me funny. I feel like that one's just too big. Hang on, if I get my brown and I just scoop that down. Okay, that's getting slightly better. If I put his eyelashes in. I think that's right. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay. And now I'll blend that out a little bit more nicely. And then I'll probably go over it with the eraser because it's like a little bit too dark. Which it doesn't look like it on the stream because the colors are all wrong, which is upsetting me a bit. But it is a bit too dark. That's better. Okay, where am I going? I'm going here. Cool. Excellent. This actually isn't the brown I was going to use for all the liners, but I couldn't find that one. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that it's a broken lead and then it starts wobbling and I get scared. It's fine. Okay, that's kind of nice. Okay, blend that in ever so slightly. I don't need to spend 10 years on his beret. It's not that important. But I feel like his fringe needs to be a bit more defined because you can't really tell that it's a fringe. Okay, that's fine. I never actually finished shading his face properly. It's still kind of patchy. I'm just a bit, because the two oranges that I'm using are really similar shades. So it's making it difficult to like get a lot of tonal variation in. Okay, that's kind of all right. There we go. There we go. Right, I hope everyone's all right with the fact I'm doing a stream instead of a video today. Hope I don't get any of my millions of subscribers emailing me upset about it. It's just the way it has to be this week. And I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm getting very thirsty though. Okay, how long have we been going? Oh, nearly an hour. Nearly an hour. So I'm gonna finish Kaiko and then I'm gonna stop. The original plan was to do the whole cover, which this is a cover for my comic for anyone who's joined slightly late. I'm just gonna do a very, very quick recap. I'm making a little comic with all these little critters in it. And I'm gonna probably make a webcomic out of it that people can read. It'll probably come out in like January though, because I've got a lot of schoolwork to do. And it takes quite a while to do the panels. And yeah, okay. I like his nose. That's a good nose. Is it? No, I hate it now. Oh, you've ruined it. It's because this pencil's wobbly. Okay, okay, there we go. That'll do. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and resharpen the pencil. There we go, that's kind of cute. Okay, I'm gonna put his pupils in. Okay. Right, okay. Oh no. Cool. He just has wonky looking eyes. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. That's a lie, I do, but you know. Okay, there you go. There's his eyes. Okay, that's fine. So, that's that. Moving on to the actual outfit now. And I gave him this little ruff, because they don't really have, like, proper necks. That's another weird thing about their botched anatomy, is they don't have necks, so they all need kind of, because he's got his, like, fur coming out. He's got, like, a collar that's quite big. They've all got to have something around their neck area that kind of covers where their neck's supposed to be, so that you don't ask any questions about where their neck actually is. There we go. It's kind of cute. It's like a turtleneck jumper is what it's meant to look like. There we go. That's looking good. Pretty pleased with that. I mean, the eyes are still slightly wrong, but I'm not too upset about it. And I think I'll just do all his fur next. It tends to be like the fur that takes the longest, and then doing the clothes actually doesn't take that long, which is weird. Okay, nice. Oh, he's got little frills here. Oh, I kind of ignored the frills and just colored over them. That's annoying. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. It's kind of okay. I feel like he's very orange. And he should be a little bit browner. He's like unnaturally orange. And I know he's a corgi, and I know that's what color they're meant to be. But it just is a little bit too vibrant. Like when you have it, like Thule's got this really nice beige, and then there's just this really offensive orange glaring at you from next to him. And his position is meant to be his hands like mischievously tucked behind his back, but I don't know if you can really tell. It kind of looks like And I mean, it kind of looks like they're holding hands because his hand is there and then his kind of ends there, but they're not. He's like, I've made him slightly smaller so that you can tell he's slightly further behind. I just said I'd finish the skin tone, but I've got this color in my hand now, so I guess I'm doing his jacket or his jumper or his dress. I'm actually not sure what this garment is, to be honest. I don't know if the skirt is attached to the top. His shoulders look too narrow. I'm only just noticing that. Little problem child over here, this one. Thank you for calling him cute. I don't know when you said that, but I've just seen it now, so thank you. Appreciate that. He is quite cute. I definitely prefer this drawing of him, but hopefully we'll get to that standard pretty soon. But yeah, I don't know. I like both of their designs, but I feel like, I don't know. I'm trying to pick a favorite, but I don't think I can pick a favorite just yet. I think my favorite like character is probably Thule, just because he's the main character and he's kind of the least morally ambiguous. But I do like Kaiko. He owns like, I've not decided if he owns it or if he just works there, but he works at like a bakery and he plays the flute. That's his character so far. I've literally only just started this idea for this project like the other week, so I've not really thought about it that much because I've had a lot of other work to do. But yeah, that's kind of why I've based their characters off of like pre-existing characters, because I think the shirt was meant to be red actually, because it's just easier. Like I already know what their personalities are. They're just in a different kind of design. Yeah, so they're little animals. And they're kind of meant to be, they were sort of inspired by Sylvanian families, and I think you call them calico critters in America, but I think everywhere else calls them Sylvanian families. I just saw some pictures of them on Pinterest and I thought they were really cute. I used to have them when I was younger because I really liked them, but they're like so expensive now. They used to be really expensive. I think they used to be £16 for a family, and now they're like 21, I think, or 20. But yeah, I've seen all these people on Pinterest like collecting them, and they have these massive hordes of these little toys, and they never get played with. They just sit on the shelves, and that's kind of sad, but you know. So yeah, that's why they're a funny shape, because Sylvanians aren't. I mean, they don't have this sort of big tummy. I wanted to give them kind of big curvy tummies to make them look like sweet and cuddly. But that's, yeah, the sort of, I like the little outfits that they make for the Sylvanians. Yeah, Sylvanians are really cute. I had like, I can't remember how many I had, but I had, the Corgi family was actually one that I had, and I had a set of rabbits, but I don't think it wasn't the kind of rabbit that Thule is. Thule's like I don't know. I actually don't know any rabbit species, so I don't know where I was gonna go with that statement. But yeah, I had the Corgi family, and this character Crofty, he's meant to be a wolf, but I didn't have any wolves. I don't know if they even did wolves. They mainly did like sort of herbivorous or like pets. I don't think they did a lot of like predatory animals. I can't think of any really, other than like dogs and cats and stuff, but they're pets, so they're not really predatory, I wouldn't say. What do I need? I feel like I need to shade it a bit with the brown, but I'm scared of this brown because the lead's jiggling and I don't want it to fall off. Okay, it's fine. It's going okay. You can't even tell the difference. I did like a little design on it that I've just sort of ignored, and you can still kind of see it as a ghost through the color that I've put down. Oh, I need to organize my pencils. They're all just next to me in a pile. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna put them over here. That's where they're meant to be. And then I just ignored it because it's not on his original design. I don't even know why I put it in the sketch for this one. Okay, I'm just going to do the shading on its little lacy sleeves. Okay, cute. Looking pretty good. And on the original picture, you can't see what the band color is because he's like covering it with his little gloves. Maybe I just sort of won't do a band so much, and I'll just I feel like the tie looks really silly in that beige color. I'll just do it, and then we can always change it afterwards because it's quite a pale color. Okay, that's quite nice actually. And I need to line it with the scary brown pencil. Oh. Okay, there we go, cute. The original, like the original designs, they all had black lining, and I thought it looked really like harsh and terrible and just not very good. So that's why I redid them without any, and just with their like natural, like darker versions of the color. I think it looks a bit better like that. I'm just gonna have a drink quickly. Okay, cool. And I'm also, another reason I'm not completely happy with Crofty's design, I've been sort of slagging off Crofty's, oh my god, I can't even say his name, Crofty's design, like the whole time pretty much. It just doesn't fit with their kind of aesthetics of like, because even though Jakey is slightly more, I mean, I'm going to slightly more masculinely dressed, he's still covered in like little flowers and stuff, but I feel like he still kind of fits with their more kind of feminine outfits, whereas Crofty doesn't. He's definitely got a very masculine outfit, and I don't know, because I don't want to make it, because he's sort of the, I don't want to say he's the antagonist, he's not really the villain, but he's definitely like a morally ambiguous character in the comic, and so I don't really want to make him look too kind of sweet, and that's like, I've given him the same sort of body shape, like this sort of non-threatening curvy body shape that everyone else has, but and it kind of clashes a bit with his kind of outfit and personality. So I don't know. I feel like I need to fix him a bit more before I commit to this being his design for the cover. Or maybe I'll just swap him for Jakey and put Jakey on the cover instead, even though no, Crofty's too important of a character in this episode of the comic for me to just replace him, to be honest. Jakey doesn't really do anything. He like opens a door. That's literally all he does. But yeah, I don't really want to, I would tell you about what happens in the comic, but because it's this specific like episode's really short, it's only going to be 22 pages, I think. I don't feel like if I leak a little bit of the plot, I'll be leaking like the entire of the plot because it's so short. But yeah, hopefully it'll continue and it will flourish. And yeah, I've always liked making comics. The ones I've made before have been about like human characters though, so it'll be quite interesting doing one about like animals. Okay, there we go. Things are looking, actually I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like giving the pink outline around the like the bow on the dress look kind of silly. I don't know, we'll style it out. I can't really change that because it's quite a dark color. I'll do his little rose actually, because I'll just color the whole thing and then do the outline. Because otherwise that could get lost. If I do the shading quite dark around it, then you won't really see it very well. Like in this one, I felt like that happened a bit. That's why it doesn't really have any shading on it, and it just looks like a red splodge. I might use the black for this. I think that kind of is okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's just a small area, so I think using a black outline here won't be that big of a deal. There we go. Do I publish my comics online? I've not as of yet. I'm planning on publishing this one. The ones I've done before, I did them when I was quite a lot younger. I did my first one. I think it was one of my first videos on my channel that I've taken down now, was like a tutorial on making comics, and it was about like the comic that I'd made. And I was maybe 13 when I did that, so it was really quite rubbish. And then I redid it again when I was 14 and a half, I'm gonna say. I don't know, it was quite a long while after, but I feel like it was a bit more than a year. And I started from like a different, it was a nicer comic. I'll show you quickly now because I have it like right next to me. I don't think I ever did any videos about it. I won't take very long. Oh no, it's not as good as I remember it being, actually. Okay, so I made this when I was like 14. Hang on, all my life. It's because it's really zoomed in that you can't really see very well. I'll just show you little bits of it. It's better than what it was. I used pens for this instead of pencils, but yeah, as you can see, it's not really that good. And then this was what the first one looked like. So yeah, it's all really rubbish. So no, to answer your question, no, I've not published any of my comics online, because they're not really good enough yet. But I think this one will be good enough. I'm pretty pleased with the quality of the art on this one. I just went to color his thigh in pink. That was silly. Yeah, so this one I'm hoping to finish sort of by January, like the very beginning of January, the end of December. I just colored his thigh in brown. Sorry, I wasn't concentrating properly and I forgot what character I was coloring in and I made him the wrong color. Whatever. Okay. It's this one. Yeah. So no, but I think I will. And I'm also gonna at some point publish my book that I wrote, but I don't know, it needs a lot more work still. Yeah, there's something so charming about childhood art, I agree. Even though it's a little bit silly looking when I reflect on it, it's like, oh, it was sort of all right. It's kind of cute. I might even, I was even planning on, because that story, it's still on the table for maybe a graphic novel or something in the future because I want to try and learn digital art at some point, because comics and stuff are normally done that way. But I'm really rubbish at it, and I'm not very confident with it, so I just tend to stick with using colored pencils and pens and stuff, and occasionally paint, but yeah. And that, sorry, I went on a little bit of a tangent there. That story from those comics, I want to do it again, but like properly. And I've ironed out the plot a little bit more. And maybe I'll write it as just like a novel with words, but maybe I'll make it a graphic novel. How's that? That's kind of okay. Yeah. No, it's fine. I need to not fuss over it for no reason, because it's actually fine and there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just a little bit not as nice as I'd like it to be. I'm so upset about the lack of video quality, because normally my camera is really nice, but it's like just not working very well for the live stream today. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna erase the bow a little bit. I feel like it's a bit too dark. That's the other thing I really like about whatever this brand of pencils is that you can erase them really easily. So if you make a mistake, well, not really easily, like slightly easily. If you make a mistake, it's not really a big deal. And you can change it. Is that right? I think I've just done that slightly wrong. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I try to like balance out the designs with the colors and stuff, like because he's got like that's that color because it's sort of top, middle, bottom, and then the color of his top is the same as his shoes, and his hat is the same as his skirt, and it kind of matches from the top to the bottom. And I didn't really need to do that as much with Thule because he's got a lot less colors going on. He's just like sky blue and pink, whereas Kaiko's got various different shades of pink and red. Okay, I'm literally nearly there. We're on the home stretch now. I'm not going to do Crofty today just because I feel like he needs to be ironed out a little bit more before I commit him to the cover. And also, there's not really that much time. So, is this the right color? These two colors are so similar. Yeah, that's the right one. Whoa. Sorry, I'm watching the stream on my laptop as well. There was just suddenly a flash of white. I'm not quite sure where that came from, but that was a little bit exciting. Okay. Near there. I'm not quite sure what I can do to make him look more like a corgi and less like a fox. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal if people mistake him for a fox. I mean, people are going to mistake him for being a girl, which is also kind of fine. To be honest, they're all kind of gender ambiguous anyway. I just call them he and call them boys because they kind of were originally. But I say they, it's mainly just Ace or Kaiko as he is in this one that's a little bit more androgynous. But yeah, I guess Thule's quite feminine as well. But yeah, I don't know what to do to make him look more like a corgi and less like a fox. I've actually not seen a lot of corgis, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe they don't even have I've given him a very foxy tail. I should have looked up what a corgi's tail actually looks like because I don't think it has like the different color on the end. I think the whole thing is maybe white or something. I don't know. I should have done my research a little bit better. Okay, is that okay? Nearly. That's nearly okay. I feel like it needs more of the scary brown. I don't know if you can hear that. I think the TV just went on downstairs. Hopefully you can't hear that. It's not a big deal if you can though. Because I'm nearly done. I just need to do his socks and his shoes. I'm alive. I don't need to rush it though. It's not a race. We can calm down a little bit. Okay. Is that all right? Yep, that's good. That's good. It just looks, because he's wearing a glove here, as you can see, it looks like his arm just sort of finishes, but I think that will be different once I've colored in the device that's behind them. I'm not completely sure what to call it because it's not really a clock, but it's definitely not a compass. It's like a dial, and the part of the plot, it like revolves around the dial. I didn't really want to talk about it too much because one, I've not completely decided what it is or what it's for, and two, because it's kind of at the center of the plot, which isn't very helpful when the thing holding the plot together is something you'd know literally nothing about, but I thought it was cool. Maybe the corgi fur is more pale color, like beige or sand. There's definitely orange in the mix, but maybe less than a fox. Yeah, probably. My entire, like, I don't know why I didn't just look up what a corgi looked like. My entire, like, basis of this was just, like, what my Sylvanian corgis look like, and they look like foxes, to be honest. I don't know if they even have the little white bit on the, speaking of the white bit on the face, that's meant to be a little bit beige. I don't know, maybe he's like, maybe his dad's a fox and his mum's a corgi or something like that, because lore drop, I know there's not a lot of time, but Jakey and Thule are brothers because Toby and Jake are brothers in like the main story. Even though he's a cat, and so I thought the dad is a rabbit and the mum's a cat. And then this is their sister. I thought they came out all right because their genetics spread a little bit nicely, but then they didn't. They didn't with Pepper. She came out really like hybridized of a cat and a rabbit. I don't know. I thought that was a bit silly. But yeah, so maybe I can just claim that Kaiko's part fox, but he's a corgi at heart. I don't know. I don't have anything against foxes. I'm just not a big fan because they come in the garden sometimes and I worry about them trying to attack my cat. So I like foxes from a distance, but I don't really like them threatening my animal. So that's why I didn't just make him a fox. What do I need? I need this color. Okay, right. There we go. We're nearly done. Is that it? Is that me finishing? I think it is. Okay. I feel like I need to put a little bit of shading on the glove just so you can see that it's a glove. Okay. Epic. Yay! We finished. I really wanted to finish the whole thing with the background as well. I don't know. I thought I'd be able to manage that in like 2 hours, but it seems I would not. It's been like an hour and a bit. I'll zoom out again. Hang on. Ah! Oh, my life. Okay. I don't know. Okay, right. Voila. This is the final result for today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. You taking a big chunk of time out of your day to watch me draw some silly little animal people for my comic. And yeah, I will see you next week, I guess, for whatever video, probably based on whatever homework I get given, that will happen then. Coloring with color pencil is very time consuming, but the result is worth it. Yeah, I agree. Definitely. It's like my favorite medium to use. It does take forever though. But yeah, thank you for watching. Appreciate that. Yeah, have a nice day to you as well. Bye. How do I turn it off? Hang on. Oh, my life. Okay, you can leave now. I just need to try and figure out how to turn this thing off. Oh, my life. I'm so technologically inept. Okay, right, bye.